a fairy who once sought love but was shaped by cruelty, now in Nendoroid form. Let's unbox Baobhan Sith. Baobhan Sith, also known as Fairy Knight Tristan, is a prominent figure in the Lostbelt VI, Avalon Lostbelt, within the Fate Grand Order universe. Originating from the Fang clan in Fairy Britain, she was born into a tumultuous world where human civilization never took root, and instead, fae and magical creatures dominate the land. Baobhan Sith was once a kind fairy, tirelessly aiding others.
人のいい私だと、私はいつも雑巾になるのです。
However, her kindness was often met with betrayal. One day, after a particularly harsh encounter where she was injured, she was left in a dire state. It was then that she was found by Morgan, the ruler of Fairy Britain. Morgan adopted the broken fairy as her daughter.
お母様、私なんかを拾い上げてくれた。
But this was not an act of pure kindness. Morgan saw potential in her. The girl was taught that kindness was a weakness and that cruelty was power. Under Morgan's guidance, Baobhan Sith became ruthless.
ブリテンはお母様のもの。
With time, she was chosen to inherit the name of one of proper human history's Knights of the Round Table. Bestowed with the Saint Graph of Tristan, she took on the title of Fairy Knight Tristan, standing alongside Barghest and Melusine as one of Morgan's personal knights.
逃げ出したら普通。衣装はとっておきだし。
For 100 years, Baobhan Sith carried out Morgan's will with absolute resolve. She vanquished over 400,000 fairies, earning a reputation as the most feared of the fairy knights. But no matter how many foes she overcame, no matter how much she delighted Morgan with her relentless devotion, she could never feel truly loved.
なのにうまくいかない。お母様は褒めてくれない。
When Beryl reached the Lostbelt, he further encouraged her twisted desires. Under his influence, she developed a fascination with human civilization and took great joy in tormenting others in increasingly elaborate ways. When Morgan's reign was threatened, Baobhan Sith stood at Beryl's side as they led an attack on Sheffield. She stormed the city, capturing its ruler, Boggart, and making him suffer for her amusement. However, even as a fairy knight, she was not invincible. Eventually, she was captured by Spriggan and his forces, who harmed her severely, just as the Fae had done in her past.
動かないの。どうしてかな。私の手足、これっぽっちも。
Having been injured severely, she was held as a bargaining tool to force Morgan's surrender. But even this was not enough to save the queen. After Morgan was fatally defeated by the enraged mob, Baobhan Sith, weakened and broken, was thrown into the Great Pit.
お母様がぐちゃぐちゃにされてるのに、私、怖くて止められなかった。
In her final moments, she did not curse those who had betrayed her, nor did she scream for help. Instead, she whispered a prayer to Cernunnos, the god that even Morgan had feared.
キュルヌンノス、お母様がただ一つ恐れていた怖い神様。
Then she fell into the abyss, her fate sealed by the very world that had shaped her.
もう疲れちゃった。こんな場所にいたくない。
Nendoroid, Baobhan Sith made her grand debut in November 2024, priced at 7,200 yen, or approximately $47 US. At the time of this video, she is still a newly released figure, meaning her price remains reasonable across most retailers. Manufactured and distributed by Good Smile Company, this Nendoroid is crafted from high-quality painted plastic and comes with a dedicated stand for display. The sculpting was handled by Toytech DTC with production cooperation from Nendoroid. For American collectors who prefer shopping on Amazon, there is a single listing available through the Good Smile Company store, priced at $45.99. However, Baobhan Sith has not been officially released in the US yet. Collectors will need to wait until April 2025. Meanwhile, on eBay, prices vary significantly. The most affordable option comes from Good Smile US in California, listed at $42.99. On the other end of the spectrum, some sellers have priced her as high as $123, an absurd markup for a figure that is still widely available. On the bright side, there have been no reports of bootleg versions of Baobhan Sith, at least not yet. Over in Tokopedia, prices start at $48, but securing this fair price is only possible if you purchase from reputable sellers. These trusted sellers source their stock directly from Good Smile Company, thus ensuring authenticity and fair pricing. However, if you opt to buy from resellers, be prepared for a significant price hike. Some resellers list Baobhan Sith for as much as $82. Buyers should always check seller ratings and customer reviews to avoid overpaying or encountering unreliable vendors. Now, let's unbox Nendoroid Baobhan Sith. As of the time this video is being filmed, there haven't been any bootleg versions of her, but it's highly likely that knockoffs will surface in the future. So let me show you how to distinguish an authentic Nendoroid Baobhan Sith from a fake. First, check for the Good Smile Company logo in the top right corner. Many recent bootlegs lack this detail. Next, look for the Fate Grand Order logo on the top left. Another crucial feature is the Type Moon holographic sticker, placed just above the crimson number 2480. Also, take note of the sealing tape. Official Nendoroids always use round sealing tape, whereas bootlegs never do. Finally, if you turn the box around, you'll find the official disclaimer sticker. However, one peculiar thing about the original box is its coloring. Baobhan Sith's printed images appear somewhat pale, almost as if the colors were washed out. Her red hair in the promotional photos looks noticeably different from the actual figure. So if you spot this inconsistency, don't be alarmed. Now, let's take the blister out of the box. Just look at how exquisite she is. As you can see, she comes with some faceplates, arm parts, and a weapon, all carefully arranged inside and securely held in place. Every detail is meticulously protected with multiple layers of plastic wrap, ensuring her face, arms, and waist remain flawless. This thoughtful packaging prevents any paint transfer on delicate areas. Even her back is cushioned with a thick foam sheet for extra care. For accessories, she comes with one smiling faceplate, one surprised faceplate, 2 extra hands, 2 lower arms, 1 hammer, 1 nail, 1 spare joint, and 1 stand set, giving you everything you need to bring her to life. Like all Nendoroids, Baobhan Sith has limited articulation. Her head can rotate a full 360 degrees, and she can nod. However, her collar slightly restricts downward movement. Her arms move back and forth with ease, and her large ribbon is made from a flexible material. Surprisingly, her legs offer more range than expected, allowing movement in all directions. This is thanks to her double head ball joints. One connects to the thigh, while the other connects to the lower body. Swapping her faceplate is a breeze. Simply remove the front hairpiece, detach the current faceplate, and replace it with another one before reattaching the hair. And just like that, she's ready to strike a new expression. I need to mention that her earrings, made from hard material, are firmly glued to her ears.
赤いかかとのバーバン氏。挨拶とかそれだけで十分だろう。どこに行こうと何をしようと、私は私。ここでも好きなように振る舞って、みんなめちゃくちゃにしてやるよ。何これ、レベルアップってやつ？ 自分から死にたいってわけ？面白い。
For her noble phantasm accessories, her hammer consists of two parts, the head and the handle. There's a notch inside both pieces. Be sure to align them properly before assembling. To equip her with the hammer, just slide the handle into her left bent arm and attach the hammerhead. As for the nail, her right bent arm can hold it firmly. Just slide it into her hand. To attach these arms, swap out the shoulder connectors before connecting them to the body.
善人悪人関係なし、恨まれたらそれまでってこと。ほーら、ペチフェイルノート。
These bent arms also allow for a variety of dynamic poses. Swap out the gripping hand with an open hand. Position her arm just right, and now Baobhan Sith can pose like a supermodel.
ヒールのある靴が好き。私のコレクション、見る？
Now, a word of caution. Like all Nendoroids, she's delicate. Remember that foam sheet from earlier? It serves an important purpose. When rotating her head, her hair can brush against the large bow on her back, which may lead to paint transfer. Be mindful of this to keep her looking flawless. Pay extra attention to her black earrings. The paint can transfer onto the faceplate. You can already see a slight stain around her ear. Unfortunately, since the earrings are glued on, there's no way to remove or adjust them. Another thing to keep in mind is potential paint imperfections. As you can see, my Baobhan Sith has a mispaint on her right leg. This isn't something you can fix, so it's worth considering when making your purchase. Also, when posing her with bent arms, avoid letting her hands touch her skirt. Even the slightest brush may cause the matte finish to peel. So, is Nendoroid Baobhan Sith worth adding to your collection? The answer is a resounding yes if you're a Fate Grand Order fan or love the Lostbelt VI Avalon Lostbelt story. Despite minor mispaints, her overall paint quality far surpasses any bootleg. Plus, the sculpting details, such as her elegantly curled hair and intricately designed frilly skirt, are nothing short of stunning. However, if you're not into Fate Grand Order, she might not be the best choice. As mentioned earlier, she may have minor defects, and for an FGO Nendoroid, she's somewhat lacking in accessories. There are no special effect sheets to showcase her attack techniques, and most notably, her signature harp is missing. Considering these omissions, her price may feel a bit steep for what she offers. On top of that, her double-headed leg joints, while offering more movement, also make her legs rather loose. Even the slightest nudge can shift her pose, and if it happens repeatedly, getting her into the perfect stance could take forever. Ultimately, the decision is yours. And if you enjoyed this video, please share it with your friends and support the channel so I can keep bringing you more fantastic content. That's it for today. I'm Figgy, signing off. And now let's take a final look at Nendoroid Baobhan Sith in Diorama Showcase.
サーバント、アーチャー、妖精騎士トリスタン、召喚に応じ参上したわ。騎士の名に恥じない活躍を約束します。なんて何あなた、まだ私のこと知らないんだ。赤いかかとのバーバンシー、挨拶とかそれだけで十分だろ。
元気そうで何よりだが、なぜお前はそうなのだ、バーバンシー。
やだ、お母様がいるじゃない、最高。あれ、でもあのお母様、妖精国の時より可愛くない？猫どころかライオンかぶってるレベルよ、あれ。バーバンシー、モルガン陛下の娘。彼女が無軌道な殺戮者だと分かっているけど、あの愚かさを僕は弾劾できない。メリュジーヌか、あいつ単体だと別に興味ないんだよな。あのどうしようもなく終わってる関係が好きだったからさ。あ あの最高に最低なクズ女も来ないかな。
あれ、反人類史の方じゃなくて妖精国の方のバーバンシーを呼んだんだ。もしかして構成できると思ってる？悪の花はどこまで行っても悪の花だよ。
嫌いなもの？ごちゃごちゃうるせえ雑魚どもだろ。あとお前な。私人混みとか好きじゃないし。血の伯爵令嬢マジイカれてる。なんであんなに自分の分身持ててんだよ。普通気が狂うだろ。っていうか初めから狂ってんのか？
言っておくけど、普段の私がどんな英霊なのかって話題はキャンセルの方向で。嫌ってわけじゃなくて、よく思い出せないっていうか。
妖精騎士ね。俺の妖精騎士はいるのか？
いない？
まあ別にいいけどな。いいけどな。
今更だけど、あなたってホラー耐性高かったのね。付き合いここまで続いたのは初めてかも。っていうか怖いのが好きなんだ。霊気再臨ご苦労様。どう？これが本来の私。人間から血を奪う吸血妖精、悪魔のごときバーバンシー。おしとやかな霊場ごっこも悪くないけど、このコスモらしくていいでしょ。緑色のスカートとか上品すぎて履いてられねえよ。ショータイムね。ほーら、もうおしまい。これがあなたの慣れの果て。フェッチ・フェイルノート。